Okay, if anybody is on with us right now, do me a favor and let me know if you can hear my guitar or if it's the same as before. Check. I got a peaceful one. Anybody who is logged in, if you could be our sound crew real quick. Are we good? Okay. I think that means we are set to go. Guys, I apologize for the technical difficulties that we've run into. We should be good now with our sound. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since let me just go ahead and play for you that video we just played for you. Some are just logging on right now. We're going to show you real quickly where we're doing the show from tonight in Baja California. We are in beautiful La Paz on a little peninsula right off the town. And you can see how we get there on a little boat that comes every hour from La Paz itself to the peninsula of Mogote, which right now we kind of have to ourselves. And we're staying in this beautiful condo that's been given to us by Steve Schwab over at Casago. 2-bedroom, 3-bath place that the family has just really, really enjoyed. And it's been a great vacation for us, up until this sound check, that is. And you can see the bedrooms and just the kind of the rock star treatment we've been given for tonight's show and last week's show, too. So next week we'll be heading back to San Carlos, but we're going to enjoy every minute we can at Paraísos del Mar condominiums while we're here. Thank you again, Casago and Steve Schwab. And if you are interested in renting this very condo that we're in, shoot me a note, and I'll put you in touch with Steve, because I guarantee you and your family are going to love it. And even if you're just hopping over from San Carlos on a quick 1-hour puddle jumper, basically, across the Sea of Cortez, it's such an easy trip to make, and you're going to really, really love it. Okay? I also want to, tonight, I want to thank my friends Tom and Jeannie. They are my friends who took a lot of the pictures that you're going to see tonight here in La Paz. I met them here a couple of years ago, and thanks to them, we've got some nice scenery to show you, along with a bunch of pictures and video that we shot. I understand that right now you can't see me too well because of the light behind me, but that will change very quickly as the sun goes down, and eventually you're going to see my face. So tell you what, as long as our sound is good, and I think from the comments, Luis is running our comments tonight. Elsa is running our sound and video tonight. And we're missing Pablo and Anais, but we're going to have them working with us again next week. Thank you so much for your patience and for sticking with us. I say we get started with a song that's kind of fitting for this date right now, because it's called Something We're All Thinking. Hold on, we're getting another comment on the sound again. Okay, we're just going to try this song out and see how it goes. It happens every year around this time. Labor Day comes and goes, and I find that my heart starts sinking like the September sun, and I tell myself, oh no, I swear the month of May was only yesterday. Next thing I know, it's where'd my summer go? Those days down on the shore, toes in the sand, sun on my skin, just kicking back on the coast. Now the kids are back in school again, and reality is sure closing in. The beaches are empty, the days are getting short, and the nights will soon be cold. Hey, where'd my summer go? Now a lot of folks need a break from the heat. Call me crazy, bring on 101 degrees. I'd rather bake in the sun than put a sweater on. When it's cold, I just can't chill. But October's on the way, need one more lazy day. Somebody tell me where'd my summer go? Can't life move a little more slow? Can't warm June weather last forever? Can't autumn be postponed? I wish these really long days would last, but the sun's going down too fast. Somebody stop it before it disappears, leaving me all alone, wondering where'd my summer go. They're breaking out sweatshirts and putting on jeans, but I still got my swimming suit on. I'm taking one last dip, then guess I gotta let go. Oh no, where'd my summer go? Come on, say it isn't so. I miss those UV rays on hot July days. Don't tell me that's all she wrote, but according to the weatherman, won't be long till we lose these tents. So what do you say, guys? Just one more time, you meet me down on the shore before we say, where'd my summer go? Where'd my summer go? Don't want to say, where'd my summer go? That's what I'm thinking this time of year. All right, guys. Well, we just got started in spite of some technical difficulties. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Rudy B., my sound man, if you are out there watching, please send Luis a comment and let me know if you're getting the sound over the system or not. I really need to hear from you on the comments. Rudy, thank you. And while he's doing that, and if you guys could do the same, let us know if it sounded okay for you out there, if you're hearing my guitar and my vocals, or if I'm just sitting here singing a zone. Nobody. Let's put a cold beer in your hand on this next one. Blue water and sunny skies, another day in paradise. It wasn't long ago we said goodbye, and I ended up down here. Now who's to blame? I can't recall, but who cares? It doesn't matter at all, 'cause I'm a world away from you, sucking down an ice cold beer. But things never quite work out like I planned. What you doing back on my mind again? Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. I could tell you about the fun I've had. At first it really wasn't all that bad. The weather's nice and the people are too, so how could I complain? But last night when I was all alone, I left a message at the sound of the tone and said, honey, won't you pick up the phone before I go insane? You cut me off and you left me hanging on the line. Pulled out a glass and I chased you off my mind. Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. Sand, dollars, and pesos, A slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. All right, well, thank you very much. I hope you got a cold Pacifico in your hand tonight. So just a few days ago, one of our fun experiences on this trip was heading about 2.5 hours from here down toward Cabo San Lucas. It's only about maybe an hour from there. We went to this really neat little little snorkeling village that used to be a fishing village. But the villagers there, the family that basically inhabited that village, back in the 90s, they were able to take what was a fishing area that was no longer making them much money, and they got it declared as a marine national park. And this family and this village have really, really protected this big area down there. And in the 25 years they've been doing that, the marine life has quadrupled. They've just done a great job. It's an awesome place to go snorkeling. It's called Cabo Pulmo. And my son Marcos took a video when we were down there. And it's a video from his that he'll have up on his YouTube channel here too. And let's take a look, and you can visit us on our snorkeling trip down in Cabo Pulmo. A big thank you to Juan Castro, who is the son of the guy who got that area declared as a national park. Not an easy thing to do in Mexico. And they quickly figured out that they could make a lot more money protecting the environment down there and taking people snorkeling than they ever could fishing. If you ever get a chance to visit Cabo Pulmo, it's an easy trip right out of La Paz, and you will really, really enjoy it. And again, we can hook you up with that family down there, and you'll just have the time of your life. I would like to send this one out for my friends Chip and Dave, the LeClaire brothers. Long ago and far away, back on graduation day, they said he had this wild little scheme to haul a boat down to the bay, hop aboard and sail away, chance it all and chase some crazy dream. No house, no wife, no kids, no better time than this, but they shook their heads and they said, "What's wrong with you?" So the story goes that boat sailed on and left him on the dock alone. He watched as it faded out of view. It all looked so good there on that resume when he told them all just what they want to hear. Now it's Monday morning, 8 a.m. He sits there in that traffic jam, brake lights as far as he can see, just to walk into some cubicle with 8 hours of time to kill, where every day is just the same routine. It's all so predictable, so safe, so sensible, so logical, it's driving him insane. A year's worth of aggravation for a lousy week of paid vacation, medical and a 401k. They all say he made the right decision on the day he watched that boat disappear. But in a conference call one day it finally hit him. What in the world are we still doing here? 'Cause sometimes I feel like a fish out of water. Baby, can't you see that the safest place for a boat is in the harbor? But that's not the place where boats were built to be. And after 30 years he's thinking about cashing in and getting out, but the wife says, "Hey buddy, not so fast. This big house is comfortable. To quit now ain't practical. Let's pay the bills and let's make that money last." He said, "I'm tired of putting dreams on hold. I'm getting bored, I'm getting old. I'm in the mood for a little mystery. We're surrounded by so much stuff. Don't you think we've had enough? Let's do something stupid, you and me." She looked at him and said, "You're going crazy." And he answered, "Yeah, I've been saying that for years." Then she said, "There's just one thing, could you explain to me? What in the world are we still doing here? 'Cause sometimes I feel like a fish out of water. Baby, can't you see that the safest place for a boat is in the harbor? But that's not the place where boats were built to be." Now on the day they put that boat into the water, before they left the whole world in their wake, He took one last long look over that harbor and said, this is one chance I just gotta take. 'Cause sometimes I feel like a fish out of water. Baby, can't you see that the safest place for a boat is in the harbor? But that's not the place where boats were built to be. Come on, guys, help me out at home. Sometimes I feel like a fish out of water. Baby, can't you see that the safest place for a boat is in the harbor? But that's not the place where boats were built to be. No, that's not the place where boats were built to be. Going out for Chip and Dave. That song's called The Harbor, but everybody calls it Fish Out of Water. Well, this next one really goes along with a lot of the scenery we've been showing you. It's a song I very seldom play, but I was thinking about it when we were down in Cabo Pulmo. And we're going to head back to Cabo Pulmo and some other places right around here on this next song. Originally off a CD that's now out of print called Going Coastal. This is now on the Best Of album. It's called Blue, Blue Water. Standing on the beach, just 8 years old, looking out and wondering where she goes. Does she stretch out forever or end at a distant shore? Was she ever gonna take me there? Was I ever gonna go? Blue, blue water. I felt her reaching out to me. Blue, salty water. Though I was just a boy back then, something told me I'd be back again just to watch those waves roll me across the sea. A pretty good job and a college degree. I thought that business was the life for me. But I guess I just went crazy. Or maybe I went sane. 'Cause something deep inside kept pulling me away to blue, blue water. Somehow calling out to me. Blue, salty water. It didn't take me very long. I heard a voice and I was gone, and I knew this time I was never gonna get away. I like to think she'll live on like this forever, so my kids someday can see what I have seen. Her beauty down below, from her depths right to her shore. Her magic, her life, her mystery. And another shrimp boat heads on out the sea. Now dolphins and the whales, they came along. I wonder if they hear me sing this song. And I think about those dreams back when I was just a kid, as we aim for the horizon and an unknown world ahead. It's blue, blue water that must be running through my veins. Blue, salty water, leave the heart of me. Now it's become a part of me, and I know I'm never ever gonna get away. Blue, blue water, all roads led me to blue, blue water. I couldn't leave her if I wanted to. Blue, blue water. Thanks to my son Marcos for the videos on that song. Blue, blue water. That one's out of the archives. I hope you enjoyed hearing something different. Actually, all the songs we're playing for you tonight are different songs. So, tell you what, when we got out of that blue, blue water, I saw something that looked really, really good. Let's check it out. After a few hours of being out snorkeling, this just looked too good to pass up. Cheers from Cabo Puma.
I couldn't resist either. Salud!
Down to the senoritas place, and I'll be pouring drinks from dusk up till the dawn, while we dance the night away with Buffett on. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico, where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico, and me? Well, I'll wake up every morning with nothing on my mind, pouring margaritas in a palm tree paradise. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico, where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico, and me? What else could I ever need but senoritas by the sea, the sun, a bar in Mexico, and Elsa and all of you guys out there. La 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 la. We got the sun, a bar in Mexico, and me. Someday I'm going to get you guys down here with me and take you to some of those bars down in Mexico. You're going to love them. All right. Well, not only did we visit some good bars in Mexico, but we've eaten some good food down here too. Let's check it out. Well, one thing about tacos, they always put a smile on my face. Let's put one on yours right now. I be smiling today. The economy has got you down. Is it me, or is that a frown? That upside down smile never looked good on you. Down in the tropics, out on the island, a crazy man says, I be smiling. These days, what else you gonna do? But listen to the crazy man singing this song for you. I got the sea and the shore outside my door. Slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Bad news is getting old. The weather's hot, but the world is cold. Ain't it time that we all had a little fun? Today's music is in the crapper. Techno pop and gangster rappers. Those nasty old thugs ain't ever gonna bring me down. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling. Everybody, we got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Even the turtles are smiling today. This little ditty don't make sense. I don't care, just want to dance. So take my hand, let's groove till the sun goes down. It's a crazy old world, but I think I'll stick around. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. We got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling. You guys now, the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. We got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. On Mulligan's Island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. I be smiling today, and I hope you are too. One thing we love about La Paz is they've got a boardwalk here that is just miles long, and it's got so much stuff to do, restaurants and bars and just cool places to hang out. Let's take you down there right now to the Malecon in La Paz. One thing we love in La Paz is the Malecon, which is the boardwalk. Marisol, what do you like about the boardwalk?
I like the ice cream and the mannequin.
There's tons of stuff going on down here. Restaurants and bars. But people that come here roller skating and riding bikes and just taking walks with their families. Right across the street there's a skateboard park where the kids are playing. It just kind of comes alive. And then, of course, beautiful view. The boats and the sunset. And even to the summer nights on the hottest of days, they get these winds called the cotomueles that come in from the Pacific and just cool this place down. So it gets nice and comfortable, even in July, August, September. We love this Malecon. It's a great one. One of my favorite boardwalks right here in La Paz. This next song goes out for Bill and Sherry, who are watching us in Punta Gorda. They tune in every single week like so many of you guys, and we sure appreciate your support on Mondays. Thank you, Bill and Sherry. Sherry, you mentioned a couple of days ago that you got my USB with a complete set on it, and there were a whole bunch of songs that you had not heard before, so they were all kind of new to you. This is one of them that you really liked a lot, and it's off my Same Beer, Different Can CD. I very seldom ever play this one, but I'm going to play it for you, Sherry, tonight. It's called Together. Children play in the sand, and lovers walk hand in hand. They remind me of us together. And though you're a million miles from here, I swear I hear your voice in my ear, and for a moment it's just like we're together. Now ships are sailing on the horizon. Wish one could take me back to you. Do you remember the day that we met? Back then, who would ever have guessed that somehow these two roads would wind together? And people probably don't understand just what you ever saw in this man, but like our children love to say, yeah, whatever. There must be something about this island. Tonight I feel like one too. Now a spotlight lights up a stage. I'm tuned up and ready to play, and the song I wrote for you could be way better. But I guess I just want you to know, no matter where I may go, in my heart we'll always be together. In my heart we'll always be together. Sherry, I'm so glad that you like that song. It's called Together. And thanks for picking up my whole set of music. People like you sure do help keep me going. Well, we showed you some tacos before. Let's make you hungry all over again and head on down to one of our favorite burger joints right here in La Paz, Banditos. We are enjoying dinner tonight at one of our favorite restaurants in La Paz. It's called Banditos, and the kids love coming here for hamburgers. And this is one of the coolest grills you'll ever see. Only in Mexico. Tacos, burgers, I love it all. Some great food in this town. Come on down and try it. All right, well, here we go with the next song. The classifieds are spread across your coffee table with a circle drawn around some ad that says boat for sale. Now she's a fisherman's dream and all you've ever talked about. But you take a swig, shake your head, and cross it out. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too many days saying maybe someday while the clock keeps ticking. You gotta say it now every now and then, or you're gonna wind up, my friend, doing too much wishing and not enough fishing. On Dock B, that little boat sits in a slip. Sign's been up for a week or so, but no bites yet. Yeah, she needs a little work, but at this price, what a steal. Till your wife says, honey, wait for a better deal. Back to too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too many days saying maybe someday while the clock keeps ticking. You gotta say it now every now and then, or you're gonna wind up, my friend, doing too much wishing and not enough fishing. Now ever since the day we met, you've been talking about that big dream. Now all these years have come and gone, and still the same routine. Always not now, later on. If I could, man, I would. The excuses never end till that sign says sold and your story's getting old. 'Cause there you go again, still wishing. Not enough nows, too many thens, too many whys and not enough wins, and too much wishing and not enough fishing. So cast your line, reel one in, or your story just might end with too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. Don't let that happen to you. Too much wishing, not enough fishing. Hey, tonight we got some people celebrating some things, and these are special people. My friend Dave Mugg out there is celebrating his birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Dave. This is the man who makes that awesome Muggs barbecue sauce, and he brings that sauce to a lot of charity events and gives it away most of the time. Dave Mugg, happy birthday to you, and hope you've just had a great one. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But so let me sing this song. This one goes out for Dave on his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dave. And guess what? Folks, that's not the only thing Dave is celebrating. He is also celebrating, what is it, Elsa, 52 years of marriage with his beautiful wife, Jenny. Look at those guys on their wedding day. Dave and Jenny, congratulations. I think it's 52 years you guys have been together, and this is a fun couple. But not the only couple that's celebrating their anniversary tonight, because we've also got another special couple, and I mean special to me because this is my cousin, Shelly, and her husband, Greg. Look at them right there. They are celebrating 25 years. I can't believe it's been 25 years. And they look great. And Shelly and Greg, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Look at them in that shot. I love that one. Happy anniversary. Now, you got some catching up to do to Dave and Jenny, but I know you're going to get there. And Shelly and Greg, this is a song that I know you two really like. If you're sitting together watching this show, come on, Greg, ask her to dance. Life is short. I know she'll say yes on this song. It's called I Want to Love You Like That. Granddad fell in love with my grandma back in 25. I knew right then she was the one. Now there they are in black and white. When I wipe the dust off of that frame, I know that they're together once again. I would have loved to live back when the world didn't spin so fast. Things were different way back when. Yet love was made to last. It was more than just some store-bought ring. Those vows they made meant everything. I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began. When I took your hand and said, I want to love you like that. One day we stood up before God and everyone we knew. I gave my word, you gave your heart, and we softly said, I do, with a promise to live faithfully for not a day less than eternity. So here we are now, me and you, raising 4 kids of our own. We've done the best that we can do to make this house into a home, and our kids will meet someone someday. And when they look at us, I hope that they will say, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began. When I took your hand and said, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began. When I took your hand and said, I want to love you like that. want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. Going out for Shelly and Greg and Dave and Ginny on their anniversaries. And thank you so much for spending it with us here. How's everybody doing out there? We've got a couple of requests coming in, and they're good ones, and I'm going to get right to those. But first, let's take you down to one more beach that we explored the other day. This is kind of a neat place. Many great beaches in La Paz, and we're at one of them right now. It's about 20-25 minutes from La Paz. It's called Playa Tecolote. It's one that's really popular with the locals. And there's restaurants and bars and just a great sandy beach. And then we're actually right off the tip of Espiritu Santo Island. That is a wonderful spot to go diving and snorkeling. We went there last time on a trip here, took a ponga boat out there. Just a really fun beach. That beach you just saw and so many other beaches around here, they just get me in the mood to sing this next one, and somebody out there is in the mood to hear it too. Franklin, Go Downs, this one goes out for you and any of the other Go Downs who are watching this too. Life in a Beach Town. The tourist traps are hopping, the bayfront bars are rocking, and it's barely even noon. Yeah, won't you listen to the tunes? The bands all sound like Buffett. The out-of-towners love it when that steel drummer takes the stage, 'cause he's a legend in this place. The whole crowd is swaying to a reggae sound. Oh, oh, la, la, life in a beach town. The local folks have seen it all. They remember when this place was small, but my God, that's all changed. So they grumble and complain about the college kids with fake IDs, the traffic jams and the crowded streets and those high-rise hotels. But that's what pays the bills. And come Monday morning, they'll all be gone. Oh, oh, la, la, life in a beach town. So hang a close sign on the door. We're locking up this little store, 'cause outside it's 85 degrees. So grab my fins and my fishing gear. Let's hit the beach and get out of here, 'cause I feel the need for sand beneath my feet. Pete breaks out an old guitar. He bought it from a guy in a bar by the name of Shrimper Joe for $20 and a 6 to go. A crowd starts a forming. They got Coke and Captain Morgan, and Pete's known to have a few. Yeah, fire up the barbecue, 'cause it's volleyball and blenders all day long. Oh, oh, la, la, life in a beach town. Are these pictures getting you guys in the mood to hit the beach? And now the Pelicans, they're putting on a show for the big yachts and the charter boats and those sailors out harnessing the breeze. And all the sunburned fishermen just trying to reel that big one in. Now it's a A crazy life out past the reef. Now there's a painted sky beyond the pier. So before we head on out of here, let's raise our glasses to the sea. Raise them up, guys, and make a toast to you and me. We all applaud as the golden sun goes down. Oh, oh, la, la. Oh, oh, la, la. Oh, oh, la, la. Life in a beach town. Well, speaking of beach towns, I'm going from this one in about a week or so back to the mainland. And October 9th and 10th, I'm going to be seeing a whole bunch of you guys in one of my favorite beach towns, Puerto Penasco, Rocky Point, Sonora, Mexico, just an hour south of the border. I will be performing 2 shows during Mike Nash's SOB parentheses South of the Border Fest, which is October 8th through 12th. He's got an awesome resort lined up for this. I'll be doing shows. He's bringing in other artists like San Diego's Chris Dale, Nashville's Erica Sunshine Lee. Mike will be performing, and yours truly. Going to be a really, really fun time. I'll be October 9th and 10th, but the event actually starts October 8th in Rocky Point, and you can get all the details at sobmexico.com. Then, a week later, guess what? I'm heading to San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico, my home, where we're doing our annual Welcome Back Party. But this year, it's a Welcome Back weekend because I'll be playing the Welcome Back Party on a Friday, and we're doing that famous rib special that La Palapa Griega always does. And the next night, guess who I'm dragging up from Rocky Point to join me for a second night of the Welcome Back? Mike Nash will join me on the Saturday. So all the info about those events is also on my website at markmulligan.net. You can hop on there and get all the details. If you're headed south anytime soon, I hope to see you in Rocky Point and in San Carlos, just around the corner. Okay, we've also got another request here. Luis, let me see who requested this one. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do this one for my friend Ruth Urban. And Ron, because I know Ron's watching too. She'd like to hear a song called A Fisherman's Daughter. Hope you like this one, Ruth. The little diamond is so damn tiny. She said, is this the best ring you could buy me? Don't you know this is her big day? And daddy's girl always gets her way. But little does she know that not so long ago, on that weekend they didn't talk. It's not quite what she thought. He was 3 days on a desolate coast, south of the border down in Mexico. A sleeping bag and an old guitar, camping out under the stars. A quick flight away from one angry fiancé. You should have heard her girlfriends talking while on that first night he went walking past a shack down by the water. It's when he first saw the fisherman's daughter. It wasn't planned, it just kind of happened. He waved at her and she smiled at him. Her daddy didn't like that much. He turned around and stormed back in the hut. But later on that night, between dusk and morning light, I guess Spanish class paid off. They laughed and joked and talked, not like the babes in Bride magazine. A ragged shirt and some worn out jeans, big brown eyes and skin so tan, kinda shy, kinda innocent. And he told her about his girl in her gotta have it world. The credit cards, the catalogs, the nose job and the spas. And the night got dark and the fire grew hotter, hanging out with the fisherman's daughter. And for a girl raised on nothing, she sure was something else. And for the first time in ages, he could simply be himself. They spent that weekend all alone together and wish somehow the now could last forever. Somebody's having a real bad hair day, freaking out and fighting with the bridesmaid. The church is packed, it's noon. Nobody's seen or heard from that groom. But just down the street, he stumbles to his feet, lays down a tip of $50. The bartender says good luck. He made it there in the nick of time. Her dad was mad and her mom was crying. Before he had a chance to say a thing, he heard those church bells ring. Here comes the bride, marching down the aisle. He could hear his own heartbeat. Was it the booze or just cold feet? Then the best man grinned and the bride got ill. When he looked at her, he said, I gotta bail. I sure hate to stand you up at the altar, but I'm in love with the fisherman's daughter. I'm in love with the fisherman's daughter. Still in love with the fisherman's daughter. You know what? Elsa just made a face at me when I sang that last line. Can I re-sing the last line? Still in love with a wheat farmer's daughter. That's what I meant to say the whole song. Getting my first round of applause from Elsa, who is my studio audience tonight. By the way, we have worked Elsa hard on this. We had kind of an equipment failure a couple hours before the show and tried to get everything done in time. And I know a couple of things have gone haywire on us tonight. Thank you for being so forgiving, but even if you're not, I guess you're throwing bottles at your screen and not at me, so I'm thanking God. But I do hope you're enjoying the show tonight. Luis, let's take another request here. Claudia LeClaire. We sang one for David and Chip, her sons, before, but I'm going to send this one out for her and, of course, for Charlie. And they are watching us from Virginia tonight, but very soon I'll be seeing them also in Rocky Point, where I like to hang out with those guys. And a great couple. This goes out for them. Life in a beach town. You know, it's turning into a nice view behind me. I promised you that. Elsa, no creo que esto ocupa rollitos. O tal vez nomás poquitos. Here we go. Thanks for the request on this one, Claudia. I don't get a whole lot of them, but recently I've just started doing this song again after many years, and I've gotten a few. So, going out for you. It's called The Wind. Little boy playing on the shore with his father. Throws a pail of sand straight into the water. He says, Daddy, I'm filling up the sea. It's funny how that little guy sounds like me. Neither of us fathom what's beyond our control. But I remember the story that an old sailor once told. He said, I can build myself a boat, I can sail away, I can plow through storms, I can cut through waves, I can chart my course according to my plan, and I can hit my final destination, and I can hit my bow in that direction. But will I reach that port? I can't say if or when. 'Cause I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. Sometimes I get caught up in complexity. Think that I can't solve all of life's mysteries. But every time I come up with an answer, it's just another pail of sand in the sea. Sooner or later, it washes back on the beach. And this ocean of questions remains ever so deep. Da 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 do 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 do. So I raise my sails and I ride on the winds of fate. And I'm so tempted to call myself captain instead of first mate. I got buckets of answers if knowledge is what it takes. But I could fill up this ocean with one single ounce of faith. I can build myself a boat, I can sail away, I can plow through storms, I can cut through waves. I can chart my course according to my plan. And I can name my final destination, and I can head my bow in that direction. But will I reach that port? I can't say if or when. 'Cause I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. Yeah, I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. I can't control the wind. Little boy playing on the shore with his father throws a pail of sand straight into the water. Claudia, thank you for the request on that one. Elsa, ¿cuánto tiempo tenemos todavía? 6:20. All right, Elsa, Luis, a ver. Let me see what we got here on the request line. We'll take one more request here. And, Anais. We're going to do this one for Anais. She's got the night off, as you guys can tell. I have a secret that I'm going to actually share with you guys now, so it won't be a secret. Right after my kid Luis hands me a rum and Coke. Luis, can you hand me that drink? And is it a bad thing that I taught my 15-year-old how to mix me rum and Coke for my show? I know, called Child Protective Services. He didn't drink any of it. He just made it for me. Salud. So Anais and Pablo are usually our video crew, and they are experts at handling when everything goes down. We're not quite experts yet because this is only the second show we've tried to pull off without them. Pablo, Anais, thanks for watching tonight. And guess what we're going to do with Pablo and Anais next week? Not only are they going to be back as our video crew, so we'll have no glitches, but Pablo and Anais are going to get up and entertain you. They're going to play 2 songs for you because I bet you didn't know that they sing too. Next week, I'm just their opening act. Pablo and Anais, my sound crew, doing a song. And this is Anais's request. Usually we have special effects during this song, but we have just one little tiny special effect we'll be able to give you tonight. I think you know where I'm going with this. Because I don't know who's eating guacamole out there watching this show. But I hope in many ways you can relate to this one tonight. I met her at the mercado. She was buying avocados. And man, she really turned me on. She reached for my pepper and I grabbed her tomatoes. I knew it wouldn't take very long. She walked up to la mesa. She picked up some cerveza. So I picked up some onions and limon. And the way she looked at me, man, I could clearly see that it wouldn't take very long. Now, are you ready for our special effects? Guacamole! 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 We'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We'd be making guacamole all night long. You see, guys, when Pablo and Anais are not with us, we got to improvise. Thank God Marisol had a sheet of paper and a marker. She walked up to the line. I fell in right behind. And man, she sure looked good to me. She reached for her money. I said, wait a minute, honey. I believe this one is on me. We got in my pickup. We started to back up. We headed on down the road. We went into her casa. We ate tortillas de masa. And we made guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! And we'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Come on, guys. Guacamole! And we'd be making guacamole all night long. Come on, you can do it now. Guacamole! Guacamole! Haciendo guacamole toda la noche. Guacamole, guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. You know what I love? All of our technology on tonight's show can go out on us, but not that sheet of paper. So thanks, Elsa and Marisol, for the special effects. Tell you what, Elsa, vamos a mostrar la entrada del condominio. I would like to, before we do the last song, I just want to show you real quickly the condo that we're staying in, because it really is cool. And again, I want to thank Steve Schwab from Casago, who loaned us this place. We have been here. I think I'm now getting my mail here. We've been here for like 10, 11 days, and it's just made our trip great. Good, Elsa? So check it out, guys. I think you'll like this, and maybe you'll want to come and rent this very same condo yourself.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. We just got to La Paz and beautiful Paraíso del Mar condominiums, where we're going to be staying the next few days. Thanks to our friend Steve Schwab from Casago. And we'd like to show you where we're staying, because this is just an awesome spot. Come on in. This is where we get to stay for the next week while we do our Facebook Live show from here on Monday. It's just an awesome spot. We love the kitchen. We've stayed here a couple of times before, thanks to Steve. Beautiful living room for the kids. And then show you the bedroom real quick. I love how the bedrooms, they all have their own access to the patio outside. Just awesome view. And this is where our kids get to stay. Plenty of room for them. They love having a TV in their room, which they don't get at home. Of course, they got the same awesome view. The sliding door going out to the patio. We just love this place. Like I said, we've been here a few times before. It's obviously a little different than our life back home in Guaymas. But what I really love about this place is when you walk out this door, you see the beautiful Sea of Cortez. In fact, one thing we get to do when we stay here is Casago keeps some paddle boards and kayaks down at the beach, which the kids love. In fact, we're going to go jump on those in a little while. And another thing they love is right over that way, the pool. And we're going to spend a lot of time in that this trip because it's a little warm. But this place, you'd love it. It's awesome. Paraísos del Mar in La Paz, Baja California. Thank you, Steve Schwab and Casago, for loaning us this place for the next week. Can't wait to make this our stage for the Monday show. I lied. I'm going to do two more songs because we got a last-minute request here. Actually, two last-minute requests that I'm going to sneak in. And this one goes out for Susan Mansas. She likes this one right here. A song that I sang as a duet with our buddy Tom Shepard. Same beer, different can. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell you. His long-lost friends from France to Venezuela. He said, I swigged Foster's with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub. I Shiner Bock and Lukenbach and Buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. It's all the same beer, different can. Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas, singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East, at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad. And when the show was over, he was loading up his band. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. He said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine and you described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a gutra on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see. We're all the same beer, different can. Just different labels and different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Now the old man said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn all of us Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Coors and Tecate Lights and even Pabst are all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. The more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Thank you, Tom Shepard, for recording that one with me. Hey, we're going to do one more song here. And I appreciate all of you guys tuning in tonight. I want to remind you, next week we're back again. But we'll be back at a place I haven't been in a long time. My backyard bar. Remember that place? We're going to take you to my house on the next show. And don't forget that Pablo and Anais, our video crew, they'll be back in action. So Elsa can just kick back and handle your comments. And can you also, from your sofas, even though I know we had some technical snags tonight, can you give Elsa a big round of applause? Because this was a pain in the butt of a show to put on when the equipment went out on us, the system we use for all the videos and everything, and that's a big part of the show. And she saved it and kept it going. Could you give her a big round of applause from your couch? Elsa actually wants to say something. This is rare. Hold on.
I'm sorry, guys, for all the technical problems today. I'm trying to do my best, but everything I try to do, believe me, I do it with all my heart and my love. And I want to thank all of you for being here with my husband and my family and being part of this project. You know, with the pandemic and everything's changed, but I want to thank all of you and Steve Jobs, Karen, Pablo, Anais, and everybody to make it happen. Thank you. We love you.
Thank you, Elsa. Yeah. Well, like I said, she really, really worked hard on this show. And thank you guys for sticking around. And some of you guys I know had to log back in on this thing. We apologize for that. We really like to do a professional show for you. Thank you also, Casago, for loaning us for the last 10 days. We've ended up having a great vacation, as you can tell from the pictures. Speaking of pictures, I want to thank Tom and Jeannie, who gave us a whole bunch of them tonight. And what pictures, if you would like to contact them, Jeannie's a professional photographer. Tom does great work in this. I can hook you up with their contact info. And right after this song, you'll also see contact info for this condo, this particular condo that we're in. And I really, really recommend it. You will have the time of your life right here in La Paz. And my San Carlos friends, you live in an awesome spot. Why don't you come visit one that's just an hour away from you? All right. Luis, tell me who this next song is from. We're going to close out with this one right here. Oh, Sean Castle. You are the video to so many of my songs. Thanks for living the way you do, Sean. You actually inspire me. You are always out there with Shara and Maddie, living life to the fullest. And this song is you to close it out. Let's sing about that white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Got a constant craving, can't fight the urge. Try to kick the habit, but it keeps on getting worse. I've given up on rehab, it's far too late. This lifelong addiction is impossible to break. Give me some white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. You know what, Sean? This intervention's useless. It's out of our control. 12 steps from the ocean. Who needs 12 more? When you got white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! Now it goes back to my childhood, that very first trip. Watching the waves roll in mesmerized this kid. By the time they dragged me up the beach and shoved me in the car, I knew no matter where I'd go, I'd never get too far. From white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Now the sea's outside my window, there's a beach outside my door, and those three things still turn me on just like long ago. Everybody! White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! If it's okay with you guys, Mighty Soul would like to get up here and dance behind me and sing along. So keep your change of seasons, the winter and the cold. Send me a postcard with pictures of the snow. I'll look at it and shiver and just shake my head as I'm putting on my flip-flops and stepping out instead into the white sand, a warm sun, and salty H2O. Take all your sweaters and set them on fire. Slap on some sunscreen, put on some Kelly Maguire, then turn around and run right to the place you ought to be. Get your butt into some beach chair down here with me. In white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Living by the sea is so good for the soul. I pinch myself and wonder who could ask for more than white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. There's no cure for this addiction. Every day I overdose, and Mighty Soul too, on white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! How about Mighty Soul back there, everybody? Sing along with us. A white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Well, we've had a great time in the white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O, and a great time tonight. Do me one huge favor. Would you stick around for 30 seconds? Because Steve Schwab helped put on tonight's show by giving us this place and this beautiful stage. Thank you, Steve and Casago, for that. Do me one favor and just check it out. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next Monday when Pablo and Anais also will entertain you. Thank you so much. So that's where we're staying, right there. There's the boat that takes you to the mainland in a matter of minutes, where you can get all the food and drinks and everything you want right there, just minutes away. So even though you're on an island, like a peninsula, you're really not far at all from anything. You're right there. But you'll feel like you have this whole beach to yourself. The condo is just great. 2-bedroom, 3-bath, awesome patio. The pool here is great. I, of course, love the jacuzzi. And there are actually 2 jacuzzis. There's tennis. There's golf. There's bicycles. They've got paddle boards and kayaks. You will not be bored in this place. I guarantee you that. We wish we could stick around here longer. We've been here for 10, 11, 12 days or something. But there it is. Paraíso del Mar is the name of the condo. And you can rent that condo through Steve Schwab at Casago. And you're about to see their little sign pop up here. I hope you will pop on there and even say thanks to Steve. There's the condos right there. We got a lower floor one here. Guarantee you're going to love it. Look at that beach. And look at the spot. You could be there. Thank you, Casago. Thank you, Steve Schwab. And thank all of you for joining us for a great night from Baja California and La Paz. See you next Monday from my backyard bar near San Carlos.